Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Hope you're having a good morning or whenever you're watching this. The end of last week didn't play out like I think a lot of us were wanting, but if you're selling puts and you had some money on the sidelines and you were waiting for a moment like this, you got it. And you might continue to get it. We don't know. I don't know what the next week is going to hold or the next month, but we'll talk into my mindset going into this dip and at least for the immediate future, what I plan on doing. And before we get started, if you like this kind of content, I've been documenting me selling options for some extra income, or at least trying to, and seeing if I can make that work. And if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to selling options and you want to learn more, I do have a course linked down below. I try to make it affordable. This is a method I've been using to generate an extra $2,000 plus a month with my Robinhood account, just a small subset of my total portfolio. If we go to my Robinhood account, if you've seen some previous videos over the last few weeks, you can see that this portfolio has taken a dip, mostly because a majority of my money is in Sofi stock. We can see 3,300 shares. I do have some new acquisitions here that were a product of selling cash secured puts. And so a put that I sold on Robinhood was assigned to me. This is a rare case where I sold a put and the person on the other side of this put ended up executing their right to sell me these shares before expiration. We can see February 20th, which was last Thursday, was when this was assigned to me. Usually what happens is it just ends up getting assigned on expiration, but I guess the person wanted to execute this put. It was a $61 put, so we are far off from the current value of Robinhood. And then also, I sold two puts on Nubank before their earnings, which they dipped, and probably the market didn't help as well for an extra dip. So I got 200 shares from selling puts on Nubank. Both of these I'm not too concerned about. I'm okay with holding for quite some time. Robinhood, in my mind, is always innovating, and their earnings just keep killing it, especially if crypto is still popular. And Nubank is just an emerging market, so I'm okay with seeing where that goes too. Now, in terms of what I'm going to be doing, this is my spreadsheet that I use to track all of the options I sell, and it helps me visualize, am I making money from selling options? Where am I going wrong? And what can I do better? And something I did, what I usually don't do, is I bought to close a put that I sold at a loss, meaning I paid more to buy to close it than I got in premium. So this TQQQ put, I got $88 in premium from selling. I ended up buying to close it for $119. And then my thought process was I'll buy to close it. This was about midday on Friday that I bought to close it, or maybe earlier morning. And I wanted to see what the rest of the day held instead of just instantly rolling it. And I'm kind of glad I did that, and I didn't time it just right, but I ended up selling another put on TQQQ later in the day when it was down even more. So instead of instantly rolling it, I bought to close it, waited some time. I could have waited until, this week, but I chose to do it just later in the day. So I sold this other one at a strike price of $80.50, $131 in premium. This is out of the money by about $3, I think, so it's still not too far off. And then I sold a couple puts on Sofi. Line 60 is a put roll, so this 1550 put roll is not a new put per se. I just rolled the existing one, but this $14 one is a new one, and the $13.50 one, both of these expiring. And I got these dates wrong. It's actually expiring next Friday for both of these, TQQQ and Sofi. So both of these Sofi ones expiring this Friday. I would load up more of these depending on next week, but honestly, I think I'm just going to wait. And that's really difficult for me because I am always looking to sell more options, like every single day. And right now I have 10 puts open that I sold on Sofi. So I don't really feel super comfortable selling anymore for the time being. And honestly, I don't know any other stock right now with the amount of collateral that I already have tied up that I'm okay with selling more puts on at the moment. I think my play is just going to be sit here. I already sold some options. I can roll them if I need to. I'm just going to sit and see what the next week brings. Because so far this month, I've made, if we look, $2,500 in premium. And that's great. That's more than my goal. My goal is $2,000 a month in premium. So we already surpassed that goal. I don't need to put myself in a riskier position to try to make a little bit more. If I were to sell more puts on SoFi, I think the 1350 expiring next Friday would be the one that I would sell. SoFi is currently sitting at 1477. There's an 83% chance this expires worthless. 12 bucks in premium, so about a 1% return on your collateral that you have to put down to sell this put. And I don't think that's too shabby. And I think SoFi at 1350 is not a bad acquisition either, me personally. You might think so. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And let me also know what you're selling, if you're selling in this red market. I put this poll up on Friday, and I asked if anyone is selling puts. Majority, not by much, but majority was selling puts, and then 44% said nah. So I'm curious to see what tomorrow brings. Maybe this was an overreaction, just the whole market, and it'll rebound a little Monday. Who knows? Or maybe it'll just keep going down. But at least for right now, I'm just going to wait and see, let the dust settle, and see what the week brings before I plan on selling any more options. Let me know what you guys are doing. I'm really interested. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to go check out the course, feel free to do so. The template for the spreadsheet's also down below, and it helps out the channel, both of these things. I do appreciate you even considering it, and I hope to see you in a future video.